What's going on, everyone? My name is Andrew McManaman, a licensed real estate professional in the great state of Michigan, and today we are going to talk about things you need to know about Michigan before you move here. Let's jump into it. First off, I want to welcome you back to my YouTube channel. If you like the content I put out, please hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to tap the bell so you're notified every single time I come out with a new video. And please give it a thumbs up. We have people relocating to Michigan all the time, so if you have any questions at all about living in Michigan, don't hesitate to call, text, or email me anytime. Alright, now let's get that out of the way. Let's jump into this video and what it's really about, and that is the things you need to know before you move to Michigan. Number one, us Michiganders have to be one of the laziest speakers in the country, and numerous articles written will agree with me. For example, we tend to shorten words and phrases to get them off the tongue quicker, such as come here, or instead of calling it soda, we call it pop. That one syllable makes a huge difference, I promise. Number two, Michigan is one of the freshest coasts out there, and you can tell just by any aerial image from space that our mitten stands out. With 3,288 miles of shoreline spread throughout different lakes, you'd be crazy not to come here just to step foot on one of our awesome beaches. Alright, number three, let's take a dolphin dive into the music industry for a moment and raise some awareness to the amazing musicians that came from the mitten, such as Madonna, Eminem, Bob Seger, Kid Rock, Ted Nugent, and Alice Cooper. Every Michigander has likely heard Eminem's Lose Yourself and watched 8 Mile at least 5 times. Don't believe me? Test my theory. Number four, when it comes to food, Coney dogs are the only thing you're allowed to eat, along with Detroit-style pizza, of course, which is better than Chicago's and New York's, I promise you that. When it comes to Coney's, there's a Coney Island at every single corner practically, and it's mandatory to have chili, onions, and mustard on it for it to be legit. Number five, that brings us into things that only Michigan has, and that's Verner's, a ginger ale, and Faygo, a flavored pop. Great beverages if you need to change it up once in a while, and they also work as great mixers if you're of age to experiment, but you didn't hear that from me. We have Michigan Lefts, which U-turns on the road and often called Michigan U's. We also have Better Made chips, which in my opinion are better than Lay's because they aren't as greasy and tend to be a little lighter. If you're a Michigander, share your thoughts in the comments, Lay's or Better Made. We also originated the awesome pizza establishments Little Caesars and Domino's. Little Caesars opened in Garden City, Michigan in 1959, and Domino's was founded in 1960 in Ypsilanti. Number six, let's touch a little bit on Michigan lingo. Obviously we call Michigan residents Michiganders. We say pop instead of soda, as I mentioned before, and we use the term Youper to describe a Michigan resident who lives in the Upper Peninsula. Believe it or not, the Upper Peninsula contains 3% of Michigan's overall population. While Youpers are scarce up there, they are calling us Flatlanders or trolls down here. There's a feud between both of our parties, but for the most part, it's very civil. Another well-used shortened phrase for did you, we say did ya. Lastly, another very common expression or phrase that Michiganders say is ope, which is a reference to saying the word oops or my bad. Number seven, as I mentioned in a previous video, Michiganders are very loyal to their sports teams despite their questionable records. The Detroit Red Wings and the Detroit Lions are probably going to lose, but we love and we cheer them on anyway. Just a little side story about sports though, Michiganders are great at hockey. Both Michigan and Michigan State University have earned the NCAA championships along with Lake Superior State, Northwestern, and Michigan Tech. Let's put a ribbon on this list with number 8. What not to say to a Michigander. All jokes aside, of course, but it might get you into a heated conversation though. Okay, first phrase. I graduated from the Ohio State University. As if Michiganders didn't hate Ohio residents already, you decide to throw the into your sentence. Don't be doing that. Secondly, it's too cold here. Our blood is thicker being as we're in freezing temperatures all the time, so stop complaining to us. Thirdly, what is a pasty? First off, part of the Youper and Flatlander feud is the pronunciation of this word. They say pasty, we say pasty. These are pastries filled with beef, potato, turnip, and onion, so do yourself a favor and try one immediately. You won't regret it. Fourthly, Are you from South Detroit? Everyone knows the song Don't Stop Believin' by Journey. There just isn't really a South Detroit, so we'll just leave that where it lies. Alright, fifthly, Superman ice cream is disgusting. There are rumors this ice cream originated from our great state, so before you're starting to call this rainbow looking ice cream names, try it out first. Oh, and last but not least, your hand has become the most convenient map available to the public. Remember that. Only us Michiganders have the luxury. Well, you heard it here. Thanks for taking the time to go through all 8 things you need to know before moving to Michigan. I'm confident this will save you from looking like an unaware outsider. Again, if you have any questions about moving to Michigan, please don't hesitate to reach out. I look forward to seeing you in next week's video.